Come here, my youth. Well, now after the cars were gone, Kofi Boat sent the money that he got from the sales of the 2 beautiful cars, a Bentley and a Benz, and sent to NAM1. He paid his lawyers, and they did a good job. He returned to Ghana very, very much a free man, at least. A few days later, NAM1 was driving on the streets and he saw his Bentley. And he turned to look who was driving this Bentley, Kofi Boat. And when he looked at the number plates, Kofi Boat. So that meant Kofi Boat sold the cars to himself at the price that he dictated because his friend was hot. He decided to manipulate the whole situation, sold the 2 cars to himself. He was not ready to give out his money to his very good friend NAM1.
Abushafo kurowi or my friend Ghana, same bedjugo. You say, no, I won't even enjoy that. Nina ne say won him sama say atem penten kwa Ghana for etwe na sede ne abasa. Nina fa eye abrante fe Kofi Boat a FBI for abeso ne panchi ebe drag ne na kwa USA ahokodi na asem over money laundering any romance scam no. Asem betu dwana Shatawale na obi atentire ne sa edehwe ne so say as long as a Kofi Boat eye a we na danfo pa na danfo brebo no ho aka adwamu nko ade Shatawale nso no eba romance scam ene money laundering na udimu penten kwa yepa na efrihi a Blakk Rasta ya de dia shada company Abubakar Ahmed ono so ede ne ho bebo asem mu Blakk Rasta chirem se Nyankopon na atua Kofi Boat ka Nyankopon na atua ne ka Nyankopon kama ne posterity awiase ka ho asem se owe of one sa no ahwe wode no ebi na ekoso e Kofi Boat abrabom Blakk Rasta won se Blakk Rasta we media personality, journalist, radio presenter, television presenter, or sounds like reggae musician ankasa dobo Barack Obama sayom se waka yeah when FN Blakk Rasta more black more fire what in same to just na mechiri was say Kofi Boat na Appiah for abesoni ni panchi no Nyankopon na atua ne ka ni na ne say obeka ya owura bi eyi ni ti o my Ghana mo na o ska yie pa ye fe no NAM1 nana Appiah Mensah ono na eye Menzgold company limited na ene dia omtototo eye good ono kuria na xylophone media enso na ye ene dia na Blakk Rasta chirem se emire bi eye 2018 hon December no na NAM1 no okodi nsenseme o Dubai approach for nsem eye Interpol for echie no because obo chirem se na NAM1 wo involve himself in eye Ponzi scheme ne fraud ne nema bi na ye bechi NAM1 na NAM1 abra wo unity a wo NAM1 nema be ne Ghana ha artist a osan o mo ni ade sika de na odisi nka tomprada kasa wono ne NAM1 wona ne phone da ho ya wo hin sie onye sika yie pa Blakk Rasta chim se abra NAM1 ko di nsenseme o Dubai apolice for nsem somewhere December 7th 2018 hona wo dambe o mo se yia na asem kwa konebra no na NAM1 yonko brebo pa ene ure ya ene FBI for edi na chi efe ne Kofi Boat a Shatawale pa ne yonko brebo no ti NAM1 eto nkra de ba Ghana abra NAM1 no ehye prisons o Dubai se Kofi Boat ntimi mboa na ne xylophone radio no one hwe na untuatua aka bi man because journalists and presenters na adwuma hono over 14 to 18 months no obi na waje akatua na ECG for bills enso eguo mo so the Kofi Boat so na o scan kasa to one hwe na untuatua sa aka ne man Kofi Boat ka kire NAM1 se woni sika bia de man no no kwa ne ho akire no nti still na NAM1 so ho kire na oduba ho ti NAM1 sa ato nkra de ma Kofi Boat no se ene o ye cars menu bi o Ghana ha eye Benz na Bentley tinkabe ya enka Kofi Boat ni emphasize cars ni enkope loans na emphasize Bentley ni Benz ni enko ginamu as collateral na enkope bosia fama na emphasize kan send in Dubai ho na otim fan twetwa na lawyers ka na lawyers ntimi fight e ma no na onya ne fa hudi o Dubai ho Kofi Boat se ane wate Kofi Boat ko chinchini mu a no beka che NAM1 se wanya tofo ana wanya obi a odisi ka be ma no waje car na as collateral na oba Ghana ha odisi kana ma na beje ne car back in sanity dia Kofi Boat ka che NAM1 sanity dia si yenya tofo die ana yenya obi a obi ma ebosia no waje cars na collateral dia sana be dia Ene ye oshin eye Bentley ne Benz no ye nton aboafo na sika ne mfa ma ti ma Kofi Boat na no hye sika obenya na mo abenya ena wo de sika no esende ma eye na mo oduba ho na mo ande sika no etwetwetwa ho etwetwa lawyers for ne omoka etiminya ne fa ho de oduba ho sa ba back to Ghana. Na when na Blakk Rasta tell me say one day na man ethnic mu na Accra street mu ana obohu say ka bi Bentley bia betwam ohwe ya na say car na ye ne car no ohwe number plate na Kofi Boat na edin da number plate so say eh danfo edi mawu ti say me Bentley ni me Benz na Kofi Boat me yanko brebo me makọ amanie mu no osey mu ni nkwanhia mu na me catch us say pe obi na o ma me bosea na wonje me Benz ni me Bentley no at collateral na first sales kanama na me fan solve me case no say wo akuru ya be catch them say yen ocean cars no say wo Kofi Boat ye na otwa ho atoka no abofo nti wonye nipa metim de mo ho ai de abo as friend to that day na since na NAM1 2019 ho NAM1 ne 2019-2020 NAM1 Kofi Boat anya adamfo bi nti Blakk Rasta chemhye eye abone a Kofi Boat edidi eye NAM1 abra NAM1 ho kire no ana okọ aho yihia mu no sa suman na say hunt Kofi Boat marry me say Kofi Boat say abedadwa say we into money laundering was into eye romance scam ye ka romance scam na Ghana from rant no mo into scam no ombe chat emrofo merwane kokora no mo promotion so bo aro mo ni ade omtimi saroma enta into omo accounts no mo empty omo accounts na awade no so enya maso da biara da na feel romance scam no ema refi say shatawale ye kana asem ya so mere bi atwam no na one Benabo edi agro yi pa Benabo ba Ghana ha in the year 2018 one shatawale kra be ye nyum fen Hosanna ema nyum no gentre ha pa na bra Benabo ba Ghana mpo no sa Kofi Boat no ena wo hostu Benabo sa ma na cars kra de be rounds na de to Kofi Boat no de na sky ye the sa 2018 ho na so NAM1 no so ho kuka adwam e wo Interpol fo nsa o Dubai ya Kofi Boat entimi amboa NAM1 entimi ama ene telephone radio a collapse ya NAM1 Menzgold so no a collapse nti Blakk Rasta ye friend no Abubakar Ahmed a one NAM1 enso adwuma no wose Nyankopon na atua Kofi Boat ka Nyankopon pa na atua Kofi Boat ka abura odidi NAM1 no ene ne yeso no akwa esensen ni kom no tebusa fo ma meka sanwa yentie Blakk Rasta ankasa nu masam or the black pot na ehu dia okan yankasa ma refi subscribe to the BBC Ghana.
Who is supposed to be the biggest frenemy of NAM1? Do you know? It's a guy called Kofi Boat. That's this guy. He's a businessman, so rich. In fact, a lot of people know how opulent this guy here called Kofi Boat. Now listen to this and come here. Watch this. Kofi Boat and NAM1 have been very close friends, business partners, and beyond that, they met time after time. When NAM1 was arrested in Dubai, his businesses in Ghana were folding up, and he contacted Kofi Boat and asked him to do well to support the businesses a little bit. And one of those businesses was Xylophone, a radio station that was based right here in Accra that I played on. In fact, electricity bills became a very big problem to pay at Xylophone. As for salaries for over 14 months, in fact going to 16, 18 months, nobody was paid whilst NAM1 was arrested and locked up in the gallows of Dubai. Kofi Boat was asked to come to the rescue of Xylophone, at least to pay some of the bills like electricity, but it never happened. That was the first time I heard the name Kofi Boat, and I was told how much he had. My brother, my sister, now the interesting thing I need you to see is this. Whilst NAM1 was locked up in Dubai, he needed money to be able to pay lawyers to fight his case. He called on his very good friend Kofi Boat and told him, listen, Kofi, I am hot. I'm in trouble. You see some of the things that I have. I need you to send them out and get a loan for me so that when I return, I will pay and get these things back. And he gave out 2 items, 1 Bentley and 1 Benz. State of the art at the time, gave this out to Kofi Boat and said, look for a loan for me. When you get me the loan, I would use that. Let the person keep this as collateral. When I return, I will pay and take back this. But Kofi Boat, probably knowing who his friend NAM1 was and what NAM1 could do and could not do, and the gravity of the problem he found himself in, he told NAM1 that he couldn't find any money lender who was ready to take the Bentley and the Benz and give a loan. But he had found somebody who was ready to buy the cars at auction prices. NAM1 was hot. So he told Kofi Boat, you know what? Please give them out. The prices were so low, but NAM1 was so hot. He decided that, listen, these are just property. Let them go. Life is more important. And he gave that out to Kofi Boat. Come here, my youth. Watch this. Hey. Now, after the cars were gone, Kofi Boat sent the money that he got from the sales of the 2 beautiful cars, a Bentley and a Benz, and sent to NAM1. He paid his lawyers, and they did a good job. He returned to Ghana very, very much a free man, at least. A few days later, NAM1 was driving on the streets and he saw his Bentley. And he turned to look who was driving this Bentley. Kofi Boat. And when he looked at the number plates, Kofi Boat. So that meant Kofi Boat sold the cars to himself at the price that he dictated because his friend was hot. He decided to manipulate the whole situation, sold the 2 cars to himself. He was not ready to give out his money to his very good friend NAM1. My brother, my sister, when NAM1 returned to the country and saw this, he decided to sever all ties with his friend Kofi Boat. They are no longer friends. Maybe they became friends again only 2 days back. My brother, my sister, xylophone collapsed. He was sold out. NAM1's business is crushed to the ground like a house of cards. Up till now, he's yet to recover. And interestingly, it just came out. The source of the riches of Kofi Boat. Where is Kofi Boat getting his money from? He belongs to a certain criminal entity known as the Enterprise. Run the story, my youth.